Hi, BookTube. It's Gina. How are you today? It's Friday. Yay. And first of all, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who left a sweet comment on my last video or who watched my last video and gave it a thumbs up. I feel wrapped in a big internet hug right now, which was just what I needed. So thank you so much to everyone for your support, your kindness, just for being here. I appreciate it so much, and I really enjoy the time that we spend together. So today, since it's Friday, I thought I would do a Friday Reads and just tell you what I've been working on. I actually thought I didn't read very much last month, but I did end up reading 8 books, which is good. And I might do a wrap up. I'm not sure. I read a lot of super short, easy, cozy books, which was exactly what I needed. And I'm sort of continuing that for September. But I did want to just tell you what I'm reading and participate in the whole Friday Reads fun, because I love BookTube so much. I love that we have these, I realize it's pretty unique in the YouTube world that we have these things that we all, not everybody, but that we do as a collective group. I think it's wonderful. So I love it when I have the chance to chip in and offer my 2 cents. So with that said, let's start. So the first 2 things I'm reading, actually, I'm trying to start a daily routine of reading something, not necessarily devotional, although this book is called Devotions, but because I'm not really a religious person, but just something to make me think, to make me feel supported. And so I've got 2 books that I'm doing that with. Mary Oliver Devotions. I just bought this. I showed it in my last video, and I've already dipped in. And I have a feeling that everyone, regardless of where you are, would find something wonderful in this book. I do have a poem that I want to share with you called Storage, but not in this video, but it's just all about having too much stuff. And I absolutely love that. So Devotions is the first thing that I'm trying to just at least read 1 poem a day. When I started reading yesterday, I read way more than 1, well, a few more than 1, but 1 is my goal. And same thing with this book, the Simple Abundance Daybook of Comfort and Joy by Sarah Ban Breathnach. This is an old book. It's been around for a long time, but it's just a daily little essay, which I think is wonderful to just help to make you think about things in a different way. This is much more God-focused than I had anticipated, which is fine. I am not a person who, even though I'm not religious, I like things that reference God. I feel like it makes me think of things in a different way, and so I think it's wonderful. And I've only read 1 essay in this one so far, but I'm gonna put it on my desk, and as soon as I finish talking to you, I'm gonna read my 2 devotions for the day. So that is making me feel it's only been a day, but I feel like it's making me feel really supported and engaged, and I'm really enjoying it. And I think it's going to be a good daily practice. Next, I started The Fellowship of the Ring again, J.R.R. Tolkien. This is a reread. This is all my top 10 favorite books of my life. I'm just reading 100 pages a day, or a little less. Actually, I read a little less than 100. We're just getting to Tom Bombadil, and I just love these books. These are the ultimate comfort reads for me. I read this first when I was in 5th or 6th grade, and it spoke to me then, it speaks to me now. I find such comfort in these. And I am actually reading this in this edition. This is not the same book that I had when I was a kid, but this is the edition that I read back then. And so it's not gonna last. I bought these probably at Half Price Books for just a few dollars. I mean, the cover's already starting to come off of this one, but it's fun. It is fun to read a paper book sometimes. As an adjunct to this, if you're a Tolkien fan and you have not checked out Malcolm Geet, I will link his channel below. He looks like he stepped out of this book. He sits in a study that is just full of books. They're stacked, they're double stacked, there's papers everywhere. He sits in a cozy chair, he smokes a pipe, he's got a big beard, and he talks about a lot of different things. He talks about a lot about Tolkien, and his videos are just wonderful. So if you're a Tolkien fan, check them out. His videos are absolutely just so cozy. Next, I am reading a book called Pink Sugar by O. Douglas. And I'm reading this one on my Kindle. And it is I paused you for a second because Greg came in. So next book I am reading actively right now is called Pink Sugar by O. Douglas. And this was published back in 1924, so it is one of my vintage ladies that I love so much. Listen to this first sentence. I described myself as a spinster without encumbrances. I don't know quite what I meant by it, but I thought it sounded well. Kirsty Gilmore stood in the window in the spring sunshine, arranging daffodils in a wide bowl, and laughed. And I mean, how could you not love that? I'm on page 50, and she's renting a house, a small house. There's a big house with a single man. I'm guessing there's going to be some romance, but I don't know yet who the romance is going to be with, because there are a few other single men in this book, but I think there's going to be a romance somewhere. Even though the first sentence, she does describe herself as a spinster, I don't think she's going to stay that way. So we will see. But O. Douglas is one of my favorites. Vintage ladies, and actually think I'm going to do a video about some cozy authors that are less well known, because I've got a few and I think it would be a fun video. So have you heard of O. Douglas before? I don't think very many people have, but she's fantastic, wonderful. All right, so that is it for me today. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.